an ordinary stone, 1.5 meters tall, in the form of a cylinder, without any symbols on it. What if I told you that this simple stone is the silent spokesperson of a unique civilization? And that sometimes a stone isn't just a stone. Charity stone. Goodness in a stone. In the ancient district of Istanbul, Üsküdar, on the sidewalk, at the side of the İmralı Mosque, there is a red column. There is a hollow in the middle of this column, where passers-by don't look carefully. This column is one of the last examples of alms stones that were once found not only in Istanbul, but also in the entire Ottoman geography. These stones, which are also found in the courtyards of historical mosques such as Süleymaniye, Eyüp Sultan, Sümbül Efendi, and Arab Mosque, they are the humble witnesses of a social system that realizes the help of the rich to the poor in the most humane way without breaking hearts or offending people.
İslam dininde servet kullara sadece bir emanet olarak verilmiştir. Bu açıdan bakıldığında gerek Kur'an-ı Kerim ayetlerinde gerekse Peygamber Efendimizin hadislerinde mal varlığı yerinde olan, gerekli şartları taşıyan Müslümanlar için ciddi sorumluluklar getirilmiştir. Mesela zekat ve sadaka bunlardan bazılarıdır. Gönüllü olarak verilen sadakalar da muhtaç olan insanların gözetilmesi, onlarla zenginler arasındaki bağın güçlendirilmesi bakımından önemli bir görev anlamına gelmektedir.
In the Ottoman civilization, wealthy people used to do various charity activities besides distributing some of their goods as zakat. Care was taken not to hurt the people assisted in these charity activities, considering their position in society. For this reason, care was taken to make the aid confidential. Allah commends this with this verse in the Surah of Baqarah in the Quran. To give charity publicly is good, but to give to the poor privately is better for you and will absolve you of your sins. And Allah is all aware of what you do. Alms stones does not see the receiving hand played a very important role in helping each other. These stones, which were generally placed in places such as mosque courtyards, fountain sides, hospital fronts, and a hollow on top, people who wanted to charity would leave their alms in these hollows, especially in the evening hours, in order not to be seen by anyone. One of the reasons why these stones had a hollow was because the hand that entered the groove was not visible when leaving and taking the money. In another word, it was not clear whether the person was the helper or the recipient.
Bu küçücük detay bile aslında bu sosyal sistemin ne kadar ince düşünülmüş olduğunu gösteriyor. Parayı veren kişinin böbürlenme ya da kibre düşme ihtimali böylece ortadan kaldırılmıştır. Bir iyilik yapılırken yardım edilen kişinin incinmesinin de önüne geçilmiştir. Hayranlık verici gerçekten.
Whatever the type of poverties, it is not easy to get used to and tolerate it. It is normal for there to be times when people who live in poverty and pessimistic and say, "My God, I'm done." But in the understanding of Islam, sustenance comes from Allah. Almighty Allah who provides for every living thing, shines a light of hope in the hearts of the hopeless at the darkest moments. As our elders say, don't be sad. You have a Lord who says, I'm enough, to a person who says, I am done. Donations of people who want to do charity would accumulate on charity stones. Needy people used to go to these charity stones, usually at night, in order not to be seen by anyone. And they used to get only what they needed because they were afraid to take the right of other needy people. Austrian painter Buschbeck, who lived in Istanbul for a while during the reign of Kanuni, tells about a memory of the alms stone in his memoirs. While he was trying to make the famous painting of Hagia Sophia, he sees a poor man getting money from the alms stone. Then the man with the money in his palm walks away. Buschbeck continues doing his painting. The same man comes back after a while and leaves money on the alms stone. Buschbeck asked the man curiously, "You just came here and got money from there, so where did you get the money you left here?" The man said, "I got a gold coin from here. I went and exchanged it, fulfilled my need, then I returned the more to the stone." Buschbeck admired that charity stone culture.
İşte bu kanaatkarlık toplumsal ahlakın o dönem ne kadar geliştiğini gösteriyordu. Oradaki paranın hepsini almayı kendine yakıştıramıyordu. Sadece kendine yetecek miktarı alıyordu. Çünkü başkasının vebaline girmekten korkuyordu insanlar. Ne olursa olsun çocuklarına, ailelerine helal lokma yedirmek istiyorlar. O taştan ihtiyacı kadarını almışsa, başkasının hakkına da girmemişse o sadaka ona helaldir.
Bu çok basit, çok geleneksel bir yöntem gibi görülebilir. Ama 16. ve 17. yüzyılda dünyanın hiçbir yerinde böyle bir dayanışma sistemine rastlayamayız. Ortaçağ Avrupa'sında böyle bir yardımlaşma sistemini hayal etmek dahi mümkün değil. O dönem Osmanlı şehirlerinde gezen bir Fransız seyyah da bu durumu aynen teyit ediyor.
In the 17th century, a French traveler comes to visit Istanbul, the Ottoman capital. Many things he saw here amazed him. He was also very interested in a charity stone he saw during his trip. In broad daylight, there was a stone with a handful of money on the side of the street, and no one looked at it. He learned what the stone is for from those around him, and his astonishment grows even more. He observed this charity stone for a full week. The money in the stone was increasing day by day, but nobody came and took money from here, because people were afraid to come to this stone and get money without being desperate. But when they were really desperate, they used to go to the alms stone. This simple stone impresses the French traveler a lot. The kindness of people and their respect for someone else's rights is something that he does not encounter much in Europe. In his memoirs, he speaks of charity stones with admiration.
Osmanlı şehrinde zengin ve fakir mahalleleri göremezsiniz. Fakirler zenginlerle aynı mahallede birlikte yaşarlar ve fukaranın ihtiyacını karşılamak o mahalledeki varlıklı insanların üzerine bir borçtur. Osmanlı şehrinde varlıklı insanlar sadece komşularının ihtiyacını karşılamak için değil, Mahallenin çeşme, mescit, hatta yolların tamiri gibi pek çok gereksinimini karşılamak için hayırda yarışırlardı. Ramazan boyunca zenginler sofralarını tüm komşularını davet etmek için açarlardı.
Günümüzde sadaka vermek, hayır yapmak, Ramazan ayına mahsusmuş gibi bir anlayış var kimi insanlarda. Yardımlaşmayı ve ihtiyaç sahiplerine el uzatmayı sadece bir aylık süreyle sınırlandırmak doğru bir bakış açısı değil aslında.
Charity stones were a system that was used actively around the clock every day of the year. A special time and month, working hours and weekends were not specified to compensate the needy, because it was not possible to know when a need will be emerged. This shows once again how functional this system is. Simple but smart.
Bir medeniyetin inşası sadece devlet kurumlarının, kanunların, orduların, hanların, hamamların inşasıyla olmaz. Medeniyet inşa edebilen bir toplumun en önemli özelliklerinden birisi, bütün parçaların birbirini tamamladığı, çok iyi işleyen bir sosyal sisteme sahip olmasıdır. Sadaka taşları, dünyaya örnek bir medeniyet inşa edebilen Osmanlı'nın muazzam sosyal dayanışma sistemini bize gösteren güzel bir örnek olarak dikkat çekiyor. Büyük bir medeniyet asla tesadüfler sonucu oluşmaz. Böyle bir medeniyetin harcında hem akıl hem de gönül vardır. Bu harçta Yaradan'a hürmet, yarattıklarına sevgi ve merhamet vardır.
The Sadaqah stone is a way in which the giver does not fall in pride and the taker doesn't show humility. It tells us very well why the Ottoman civilization left deep and indelible marks in this geography in all aspects. It's also the meaning of the saying, "Let the people live so that the state lives." First, we said that sometimes a stone is not just a stone. A stone is sometimes the epitome of compassion, sympathy, grace. A stone is sometimes a great guide in understanding the past and present. Sometimes a stone is an age-defying monument of goodness, hammered into the ground.